I greet you in Jesus' precious name. It's just wonderful to be with you again. I've got my horse Snowy here. Isn't he a good horse? Just standing there listening to the word. I hope you're listening to the word as well. I've only got a few minutes and I want to speak very specifically to you. What is true fasting? You're saying, Angus, what is fasting anyway? Well, fasting is to go without water, or to go without food, or to go without a meal, to do something that is different, spending time in the presence of God so that you are not distracted by the things of the world. Fasting does me the world of good. You see, I can't stop speaking. I speak too much and I listen too little. When I get very hungry, I listen very carefully and I don't speak too much. That's the honest truth. And God has spoken to me through many different fasts that I've had over my life. Sometimes up on the mountain, sometimes in my prayer room, sometimes on the farm, sometimes driving a tractor, riding a horse. God speaks through fasting. So what is true fasting? If you go with me to the book of Isaiah, chapter 58, I'm just going to read a couple of verses to you from verse 6. The Lord says, "Is this not the fast that I have chosen? To loose the bonds of wickedness, to undo the heavy burdens, to let the oppressed go free, and that you break every yoke? Is it not to share your bread with the hungry, and that you bring to your house the poor who are cast out? When you see the naked, that you cover them, and not hide yourself from your own flesh?" The Lord says, "And then your light shall break forth like the morning. Your healing shall spring forth speedily, and your righteousness shall go before you. The glory of the Lord shall be your rear guard." And then verse 9, "Then you shall call, and the Lord will answer. And you shall cry, and he will say, Here I am." True fasting, folks. You know, it's one thing to go without food. It's one thing to fast, but then to carry on with your lifestyle which is not pleasing to God. That is not the fasting the Lord is looking for. The fasting that the Lord is looking for is a Christian lifestyle. You know, where the Lord says if you've got 2 coats, give one to your brother. Where the Lord says if you see your brother hungry, give him food to eat. It's about changing your lifestyle. That's the kind of fasting that the Lord really wants. He wants practical fasting. He wants practical fasting so that he can bless you. Because he says, if you look carefully at verse 9, he says here, the Lord says, "And then you shall call, and the Lord will answer. You shall cry, and he will say, Here I am." But the important thing is to do what God's told you to do, and not what you see other people doing. Mother Teresa was called to go into the ghettos of Calcutta and take those people that were dying, lying in the open sewers, take them, wash their bodies, put them between 2 clean sheets and let them die with dignity. That's all she did. She's probably the most famous woman in modern times. Do what God's told you to do, not what you think is a good idea. So the type of fasting the Lord's talking about is praying. My wife is an intercessor. Nobody sees what she does. She spends time on her knees praying. So maybe God's called you to do that. Maybe God's called you to start a children's home. Take care of the poor and the needy. We've done that as well. But there's also seasons. Maybe God's called you to be a preacher of the gospel. Whatever you do, do it as a fast unto God. And God will honor you and bless you. Until the next time, God bless you and goodbye.